Now today we study about the germination of spore and development of gametophyte. Spores which are liberated from the sporangia, which are formed on sporangiophores below the peltate disc. Each spore is four-layered, having four-layered one. Outermost layer forms the elaters. At the tip of each elater, it is spoon-like structures, and these elaters help the spores to dispersal. Means they act as a parachute-like structure, and then when they fall on suitable substratum, the elaters get disorganized and they get separated, and the spore gets germinated on suitable substratum. Then the exospore and mesospore ruptures and endospore remains. This means each spore it is uninucleate structure, and it is the beginning of gametophytic generation. This spore, when fall on suitable substratum, it divides into two unequal sized cells. Smaller cell is called as rhizoidal cell, while the larger cell it gives rise to the prothallus tissue. And after the larger cell divides and redivides, and it forms into a prothallus tissue. If the conditions are favorable, that time it gives rise to the circular type of prothallus, while when the conditions are unfavorable, that time it gives rise to a filamentous prothallus structure. And on these prothallus, male and female sex organ develops. Means it is monoecious species. Means both male and female sex organ they develop on the same prothallus. How it is formed? It is formed after the germination of spore, which are liberated from the sporangiophore of Strobilus or cone of equisetum. During development, the female sex organ is called as archegonia and male as antheridia. On prothallus, at the basal part of the prothallus, archegonia develops first, and in later antheridia. Then each archegonium it is a flask-like structure having upper neck and basal venter. Neck encloses 2 to 3 neck canal cells, while the venter encloses single venter canal cell and egg cell. And the antheridium it is globular, and it forms at the marginal position or apical position of the prothallus on the same prothallus. It is globular structure, remains surrounded by a single layered jacket, and inside which there are number of androcyte cells, and each androcyte cell later on develops into a multiflagellate spindle-like male gamete called as antherozytes. After maturity of antherozytes, the jacket cell absorbs water. Means the water is essential for the breaking of antheridium and liberation of antherozyte. They absorb water, that's why it exerts pressure, it loses and breaks, and number of antherozytes liberates in mass. They swim in water and they come in contact with the neck of archegonia. Prior to fertilization, the neck canal cells and venter canal cells disappear, and they form the passage through which single antherozytes enter, and it fertilizes the egg. After fertilization, it develops into a zygote, and after after zygote it gives rise to a embryo. Embryo, then later on it gives rise to the sporophyte of equisetum. Means after fusion of male and female gamete inside the venter of Archegonium, it develops into a zygote. Means the zygote is the beginning of sporophytic generation. Zygote later on develops into a embryo, and embryo ultimately it gives rise to new equisetum plant. In this manner, the life cycle of equisetum is completed. Means life cycle of any pteridophyte, it consists of two phases, sporophytic phase and gametophytic phase. Sporophytic phase is a dominant phase, means it remains for long period duration, while the gametophytic phase it is a short period duration, and the spores are formed on sporophyte. Name itself indicates that sporophyte means which produces spores, and gametophyte means which produces gametes, and gametes are formed inside the male and female sex organ. The male sex organ is called as antheridium and female sex organ called as archegonia. And archegonia are formed in a cushion-like structures are in depression first. Means the first development of archegonia takes place, later on the antheridium. Each archegonium it is flask-like structure having basal swollen part called as venter and terminal neck. Neck encloses 2 to 3 neck canal cells, while venter encloses a single venter canal cell and egg cell. Prior to fertilization, the neck canal cells and venter canal cell disorganize and form a mucilaginous mass which contains malic acid in them. They attract the swimming antherozoites. The antherozoites which are formed in a globular antheridium. Antheridium it is a male sex organ. It remains surrounded by single layered sterile jacket, and it encloses large number of androcyte cells, and each androcyte cell then develop into a multiflagellate spindle-like coiled male gamete known as antherozoite. At the time of fertilization, water is essential. Through this water, the male gamete swims in water and come in contact with the neck of archegonium, and one of the male gamete enters through the neck and it fertilizes the egg cell. And after fertilization, it gives rise to zygote. Zygote is the beginning of sporophytic generation, and after fusion of male and female gamete, it forms into a diploid structure. As the sporophyte is diploid in nature, therefore the zygote is the beginning of sporophytic generation. From this zygote, it later on develops into embryo, and embryo later on develops into a new equisetum sporophytic plant. In this manner, the life cycle of equisetum is completed. The species are generally monoecious or homothallic. Monoecious means male and female sex organ develops on a same prothallus, while in dioecious, male sex organ and female sex organ develop on two different prothalli. Means there are male plant different and female plant different. Thank you.